Guys,
hello.
Guess where we are? It's not a hard guess. We're in the Starbucks line.
Yep.
So there's that. We're going to be starting our Netgalley reading vlog where we read Netgalley books and tell y'all if you should also be reading them. So obviously we're not gonna be doing a lot of reading right now. We're gonna get you guys some B-roll because today, where are we going, Mo?
Oh, I found this Korean bookstore.
Thank you. I was like,
sorry. It's called Sejong Bookstore.
Sejong Bookstore.
Yeah, Sejong.
Cool.
So we'll see.
So we're gonna go check it out.
I want to get like a picture book, you know, because I'm at like a very small baby level of Korean. So I want to just, you know, read a sentence and feel accomplished. And the books I've been finding at the used bookstores are a little too advanced. I'm gonna admit, I'm not that fluent. So I can pick out word structure. Like I can say the words out loud, but do I have any meaning attached to those words? Hence why the picture books will be helpful. And I am hoping they have one. You know, we're going to support independent business. And I will support my learning goals for this year. So yes, that is why I'm dragging Christine. Oh, and Christine has decided to learn Korean apparently. We'll see. We'll see.
I love that you just like flexed even though you were so excited when I said that I was going to be learning Korean.
It's because I know you.
Do you?
Yes, it's very fun to see.
So now that we've officially made it a bet of whether or not I'll learn Korean or not.
Officially, or is it reverse psychology?
I'm not really sure, but I know that I am working on my Spanish right now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep.
I want to learn Spanish one day.
And I have downloaded some fun Korean learning apps.
¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú?
¿Y tú?
¿Y tú? See, ¿y tú is French.
Yeah.
But with a French accent.
It's all kind of similar. Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú? I know how to say gracias, por favor.
Thank you.
Por favor, gracias.
You're saying thank you. Yeah, you're saying thank you. Sorry, my brain was like, wait a minute. Thank you, please. You could say a little gracias for your drink if you want.
I will not.
Okay.
Maybe I'll say 감사합니다.
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 Anyway,
I got my nails done. They're chrome.
Whoa, you kind of can't. Hold on.
They're chrome.
There we go. I was like, why is it so hard to see? Is it because it's in the sun? Well, like you can't really see it in the sun. Okay. It like looks blown out. Anyway, they're really cute. This has been the longest intro ever, but that's what we're doing today. And yeah, so we're gonna get you guys some B-roll and then we'll get into the vlog of the books. And yeah, thank you for joining us on this journey. How do you say bye in Korean?
Depends. We're the ones leaving or are we the ones going? Because there's two different things, you know?
We're leaving.
But they're staying?
Yeah.
So we'll be like, so we would say Anyang Kaseo, I think.
Okay, if you know Korean and you can tell us if that's right, that'd be great. Anyway, adios!
I should have said the different one. I should have said Anyang Kiseo because they're staying and we're leaving.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I need the books to tell me. I know the different.
I'll also amend mine and say
au revoir.
Hasta luego, because we're gonna see you guys later. Literally in the next clip.
That's the stuff I need to learn.
Hasta luego. Okay, hey guys, what's up? So it is the dawn of a new day, obviously. I'm wearing a completely different outfit. So yesterday was pretty much the day of fails for me and Monique. Like, we wanted to go to Starbucks. We couldn't go to Starbucks because apparently on Easter, everybody wants a little Starbucks, which is fine, you know. So we branched out and went to a completely different coffee place called Cafe de Mama, which is in Koreatown. And it was delicious. I got a sesame seed latte and I'm gonna go back and get it again. I like loved it. Anyway, so got that and then we were gonna go to this one bookstore on Larchmont, which we went to when Nicole Lee visited us, but we never actually like got that vlog footage out. So I don't think we've ever showed you guys that place. But there was no parking, again, because it was Easter. So anyway, we ended up going to the Grove, which you guys know is the 3-story Barnes & Noble that we go to all the time. We recorded our TikTok, then we ate dinner at Cheesecake. So that's what we did yesterday. And today is Monday. It's about like, I think 3:15 or something like that. I'm actually meeting Stephanie from Stephanie Bookish at the library because she is going to help me sign up for this like Rosetta Stone-esque program so that I can start officially learning Korean through the library. So I'm really excited because today is my first little study day. I'm gonna get all set up and see how to use the program and things like that. So she's gonna help me. So I actually am going to go to the Palm Coffee Bar because it's close to the library that we're meeting at. So I'm going to pick up some coffee, some matcha for Miss Stephanie because she doesn't drink coffee, and then we'll get going with the Korean studies. So I'm very, very, very excited. So that's the update. Also, as far as books go, I did start the Book of Night and I'm having a good time. I'm literally only like 4 or 5% in, so like I can't really tell you much about what's going on, but I did start it and I'm planning on reading it once I get set up with all my Korean stuff at the library. I am going to be reading it at the library. So that's what this vlog is for. That's what you guys are here for. So I will be reading that, but I also did want to mention that I did start an oldie, Dead Silence, because the reason why I couldn't like read it before is because I couldn't download it onto my device. Like it would not download, but we had the NetGalley arc. It was really weird. So anyway, I found it on Scribd on audio, and so I'm listening to it on audio right now. And I'm not a huge fan of the narrator. Like she's all right. She's a little annoying, but the story is very interesting so far. It's giving me big like Leviathan Wakes vibes. And if you guys aren't familiar with Dead Silence, it basically is about this crew that goes to answer a distress call, and the distress call is basically like the space version of the Titanic. And so they go because they're like, what's happening on this ship? It disappeared like 15 years ago or something, and so what's going on with it? So the crew is out trying to figure out what's going on with this one, you know, lost ship. So anyway, it's like I said, giving me big Leviathan Wakes vibes, but I'm enjoying it. So I am getting through the audio on that. So who knows what I'm going to check in with first for this vlog, but that's the update. Those are the 2 books that I'm reading for this NetGalley vlog. So I'm excited. I will check in with you guys in a little bit, but until then, enjoy this really fun B-roll of me meeting up with Stephanie. Okay, hey, what's up? Hello, everybody. So this is officially the 50% check-in for Book of Night. Also, if this angle looks a little weird, I cannot find my normal tripod, so I'm using like the taller one. So that's what's going on here. Anyway, 50% check-in of Book of Night. So I had 0 expectations for this book because I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like it. Everyone who's read the arc, they're all saying it's like disappointing, it's not what they expected, So I was like, I'm gonna go into this book with no expectations other than the fact that I know it's not going to be anything like The Cruel Prince, right? Because this is Holly Black's first like adult book, and from what I can tell, it's like set in the real world with like magical elements. So I'm at the 50% and I'm actually having a great time with this book. Maybe it's because my expectations were so low when I started it. I'm not sure. Essentially, it's following our main character, Charlie, and she is kind of like an ex-con artist, like an ex-thief. She has always kind of done what she has to do to get by in the world, and right now she's like bartending at a club because she's like, yo, I'm done with that con artist life. Basically, the story starts, she gets into a little bit of trouble with one of the patrons at the club, and it kind of brings up these older things from her past. So there's like an overarching mystery that's going on in the book of like kind of like how things connect with her past, and also the magical elements, because this book features basically, it's like shadow magic. So in this book, people who are magical because of their shadows. Your shadow can do different things depending on like how much you feed it, XYZ. It's giving off big like vicious vibes based on like the tone of the book and kind of like how the magic is coming about in the world. So I think that might be one of the reasons why I really like it, because I really liked Vicious and I really like Charlie as a character. It's interesting enough, she's plus size, she's a badass, and she just really does what she has to do to survive. So at this point, at the 50%, a lot of the plot has kind of come to fruition at this point. Like we know what Charlie's goal is for the rest of the book, and she just had like a little tiff with one of the other characters. So like there's some drama in there, and I don't know, I'm like really enjoying it. I'm not saying it's like gonna be a 5-star per se, but like I'm definitely at a 4. I'm definitely feeling a 4, maybe a 4.5 depending on how the ending goes. Like if it blows me away, who knows, it may be a 4, maybe a 5 if I'm feeling crazy. Anyway, the point is I'm having a good time, and I think it's just because I'm not putting too much stock into the book, if that makes sense. Like the world is what the world is, and kind of like learning about the shadow magic like a little piece at a time. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's definitely giving adult vibes, you know what I mean? In an adult fantasy, when like you get like these little snippets of the mystery of the magic system, and it's not like info dumpy or like explained thoroughly, a YA book would be. So I'm enjoying it. What can I say? Am I a Holly Black stan? But I will say, if you guys are expecting it to be anything like The Cruel Prince, it is not like that. Though I am living for the romance in this book. Like I'm living. And like the reveal that happened, I was like, I saw that coming, but I'm trying not to put too much stock into it. Like I'm trying to be like, all right, I'm giving you some slack, okay? But yeah, that's the check-in so far. I'm having a good time. As far as like what's happening today, so I am actually gonna go get my hair done. I know you guys are like, what could you possibly get done to this beautiful mop to make it any better? I'm gonna get my hair cut, so I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. We're gonna see what my hairstylist says, Mr. Kale, but I think I'm gonna get some layers. Like I think my hair is just super heavy these days. It's about to be summer, so I'm like, let me like sit up so you guys can see. No one cares about this part, but anyway, I'm thinking about getting some layers, just like making it a little bit lighter in the face, because I feel like my hair is A, super long, like hello, can you get a trim? And B, I feel like I just need more layers to lighten up this moppy mop, you know what I'm saying? So maybe like some little shadow. I need to stop reading. Maybe like some like curtain bangs or something. I don't know. We're gonna see what Kale says because he's a professional. So I'm gonna go do that, and while I'm on the way, because it's like 30 minutes away, I'm gonna be listening to Dead Silence, which segues me into the next part of this because I'm loving this book. I think I'm only at like 25% or so, but I'm having a really good time. I know the audio, I said the audio because of the narrator, it still is like her voice is still annoying, but like not too annoying, like not annoying enough for me to be like, I can't read this anymore. But yeah, I'm really liking the descriptions in Dead Silence and the fact that it's going from like past to present. So I'm like really enjoying that because the descriptions I'm finding are like very rich. Like it's very easy to kind of like vividly see what's going on, and it's not like a large scale sci-fi. It's very like contained. There's not a lot that you have to like really understand to, you know, get the bigger picture. So I think that's why I'm enjoying it, because I'm finding that when it's a smaller scale, like if it can't be like a high sci-fi, because then I'm just confused the whole time. I'm like, what is happening with the planets and all the aliens and all the stuff? But if it's a small scale, like very contained, I find I enjoy those a lot. So that's what's happening with Dead Silence. I'm hoping to get to 50% reading on the way and then reading on the way back on audio. So I'll check in with you guys if I get to the 50% mark with that, but just know so far it's a good time. Definitely creepy. And there's a mystery element to that too, because I'm like, wait a minute, what? So who knows what can happen in that book? Like, I really don't know. We'll know once we get farther into it. But I will check in for sure and let you guys know. And hopefully I'll have a new do. I might chicken out, y'all. I might chicken out and just be like, just give me a tiny trim. Like, who knows? So anyway, I'm gonna work out really quick and shower and head on over to get my hair done. Super excited. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hello everyone, I'm tuning in. I know, what am I doing? I'm reading a book. I'm reading The Marlowe Murder Club by Robert Thorogood. Excuse me, his name is Thorogood. Pretty much a really cool lady who is named Judith Potts. She's 77 and she is going and solving a murder. Like, she's out swimming in the Thames River and witnesses like a brutal murder and is like trying to figure out who did it. And she's joined with this group of people. Let me read it here. Decides to investigate for herself and is joined by Susie, a dog walker, Bex, the prim and proper wife of the local vicar. And together they are going to solve this murder and they make up the Marlowe Murder Club. I guess they live in the town of Marlowe. Judith lives in a faded mansion outside Marlowe, and she's doing her own thing, and she is realizing there is a serial killer on the loose, and it's up to them to solve it. It's pretty much like the murder mystery gang, but with a 77-year-old woman and no dog. Actually, there might be dogs because the person is a dog walker. We might get even more than one animal. We might get Scooby and Scrappy Doo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what we've got. And I will let you know how I'm liking it.
Okay, y'all, here she is. I love it. I love it so much. Sorry, somebody just saw me talking to myself. Anyway, I love it. Kayla, you did it, my guy. You did it. So now I'm going to have these cute little, little... You can tell I've been touching it too much because it looks a little crazy on the ends. But yeah, guys, so I got my hair done. Okay, there are a lot of couples around here. They're all going to lunch. I'm feeling lonely, so I gotta go. Guys. Bye. Surprise, bitches. I'm back. Okay, so first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I'm still using this one tripod that's a little too tall, but I bent it down. So this is a weird-ish angle. I don't know what happened to my tiny tripod. Monique thinks I stuck it in a bag. I'm like, what bag? What bag? Where did I put it? No idea. So this is what we're working with right now. The second elephant in the room, because we got two, is yes, I did work out the day that I did my hair, that I got my hair done. I lied to y'all. I lied to you. I said that I was going to work out before I went to my appointment. And then in reality, there wasn't enough time. And that's on me. That's my drama. I'm trying to get my beach body back. But neither here nor there. The third thing, which isn't really the elephant, but it's really the reason why you guys are here in the vlog sphere, and that is dead silence. I just got to the 50%. I finished chapter 18, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this stuff hit the fan. It literally hit the fan this past chapter. What more could happen? Nothing has been revealed, but it's riveting. It's very engaging. I'm like, what is going on? Everything's crazy, and it's just a fun, creepy time. I'm getting I'm like, ooh, what is the secret? So anyway, I don't know if this is on anybody's radar, but at the 50%, it is a good freaking time. I'm almost like, is this about to be a 5-star? Anyway, I know that other people have really liked this book, and honestly, I didn't really want to pick it up because the cover was really just not vibing with me. I was like, Also the description of the Titanic spaceship, but let me tell you guys, don't let that hinder you because this is a good time. Obviously, we'll have the final thoughts at the end, but the first 50 is I'm like, what is going on? What? In a good way. You know what I mean? I'm hooked. I need to know what the thing is. What is the thing? Anyway, so having a good time with with that. I'm gonna continue on. I don't know if I'm gonna read anymore today because I've got a prior engagement of reading The Dragon Republic, which I should have done like a while ago. So with said friend who, you know, called me the goat. So we're gonna start that, I think, literally right now because she's texting me about it and, you know, holding me to my accountability. So I think we're actually gonna start that. And I'm also going to pop in on Noelle's live for Olga Dies Dreaming because that was a book of the month pick from last month, and 5 stars. Really loved it, and I really want to talk about that book with her book club. If you guys are interested in my full thoughts for that vlog, I'm gonna pop it up. You know, you'll be able to see what I really thought about Olga, but it truly was a good time. So that's what's going on. I will see you guys at the hundo.
Hey y'all, I'm about 70-ish% through Marlowe Murder Club. I think I have my theory pretty set. I had my theory around 25%, but I was like, maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe this is too easy. So I was letting the story develop, but it seems like a significant, like, the only answer is the answer I came up with. So I'm waiting to see if I'm wrong. So I'm going to commit, but if I don't come back and say anything, it's probably because I gave up or I was right. We'll see. Like, I'm having fun, but it's not a quick read. Like, it's a quick read, but I'm dragging my feet for some reason. I'm not sure. Anyway, I will update you in a little bit when I know the answer. But I really do love these ladies and their friendship. Like, the detective sergeant, Judith, Bex, Susie, they are really just so interesting. They're just so strange in their own way, and I just really like them getting close. So I'm having fun in that part too. I wanted to mention that. Like, it's not a complete drag. It's just, you know, once you kind of think you figured it out, the crime, like who's doing it, you know, you kind of just want the answer, and that's where I'm at right now.
So, haha, y'all. Okay, haha. So today, I remember I told you guys I was going to be working today. So I was going to finish the 2 books that I'm reading for Netgalley. Well, LOL, our call time was like 9:30, and today's a really chill day. Like, I'm working a show and all they need is my car. Like, I'm not even really gonna be on camera. I'm just here for the car usage. We just got a message, like, we're literally here on set at base camp. We just got a message from our casting director that they're not gonna need us until 1:30. So she was like, hey, if you guys want to hang out for breakfast, because the like transpo and like the catering and stuff is here, but like none of the crew were here. So apparently they had a really late night last night, who knows. But because the catering is here, they're already making breakfast and stuff. So she was like, you guys can get breakfast and then just hang around Santa Clarita, do your own thing. Your new call time is 1:30. So my plan is I'm gonna eat breakfast, duh. I saw on the map that there is a library. I can just hang out at the library here. We're just gonna have a really chill day and finish Book of Night. So wow, what a time. But yeah, I'm like literally about to finish Dead Silence, and this book just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Anyway, that's the update. That's what's going on. So let's get into it.
The ending to Marlowe Murder Club was just like I expected, but it was a lot more fun. Like, the ending was action-packed. It was fun. I really like these ladies. I'm not gonna lie, I really like them. But I would not recommend this for everyone. I would recommend this for people who like the wholesome, like, Hallmark mysteries, you know? Like Murder, She Wrote. Like, this is the type of read for you. I would say Agatha Christie, but like, you will there's not a lot of red herrings. You know what I mean? Like, what you think is happening is most likely gonna happen. If you like to just stick it out and see how a mystery is solved, I say pick this book up. I'm gonna give it I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I really ended up loving the characters a lot. Like, they're really sweet. I love how silly and crazy they are. So that was the Marlowe Murder Club. Thanks for sticking with me. Bye.
Okay, y'all, I finished. I finished Dead Silence, and I just want to know why more people aren't talking about this book. Like, why are more people not talking about this book? Please tell me. Riddle me. Riddle me that. Is it because no one's picking it up? I feel like that's what it is. Is it the cover? The cover put me off. I'll tell y'all. It really did put me off for a minute. But then I sucked it up and I read it. And I'm going to tell y'all it's a 5-star. It's a 5 freaking stars. It's so good. Whew, I should have known. You know, it's my own fault. So what more can I say, y'all? When the reveal happened, it made so much sense. It was so good. It was so good. And then we had such a good amount of time for like the end of it to like come together. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a reveal happens and then the book ends and you're like, what the was that? What the was that? But in this particular book, I felt like there was the exact right amount of time for like everything to be drawn out and like all the explanations to happen, and then the end to kind of like, you know, do its thing. It was so good. I think I'm gonna buy this book. Y'all know. Sometimes I'll be reading these books, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna buy this one. It was very good. Anyway, am I a horror reader now? Anyway, I think this was technically a sci-fi thriller. I don't know if it was a horror. I mean, it was like a little gruesome at some point, but like, what is horror? You know what I'm saying? So when I think of horror, I think of like imagery. I don't know, I have to look that up. Anyway, all I know is that this book was so good, and I highly recommend for the sci-fi readers, for the thriller readers, for the horror readers. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. But a very digestible sci-fi, and just like so freaking good. Like the way that these like little things just like all came together in the end, y'all. It was just so good. It was done so well. It had me guessing the whole time and wanting to know, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay, so that's the 5-star. So I'm actually about to go check in and like do my thing at work, but while I'm, you know, waiting around and doing whatever, I'm gonna be continuing on with the Book of Night. So hopefully I'll have a check-in for you guys tonight, because I probably won't do it on set because that's just awkward, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm at work. Anyway, so I'll probably check in once I get home. That's all the update I got. All right, well, I will catch you guys on the flippy flip. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Obviously, it's late. I got a little sheen to my skin. I'm back in my sleep shirt that I've been wearing, I feel like, for this whole entire vlog. And I'm here to wrap up this portion of the vlog. So let's get into it. I know you guys are like, what happened with the Book of Night? Y'all, it did not disappoint. Like, it is exactly what I was expecting, even though I had no expectations. You know what I mean? Like, it was like Holly Black's adult novel. But really, like, was it even that adulty? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there wasn't a ton of like adult themes. Like, sure, there was murder and it was like, you know, talked about a little bit, but like the steamy scenes weren't like, you know, super steamy, like literally at all. Definitely pining. So if you liked that in The Cruel Prince, but it did come to fruition. So like maybe that's what makes it her adult novel. You know what I mean? Because like they were doing the sexy times, but it wasn't like in descript detail. Like it's what I would expect Holly Black to write for her first kind of like adult, you know what I mean, novel. But I will say, if you wanted like the spicy times to come to fruition, that does happen multiple times. It just is a little fade to blacky. What I mean by it being exactly what I would expect from Holly Black 2, like not just with the romance department, obviously, you know, that's what I focused on, but the plot twists. Okay, so if you read The Cruel Prince and you were like, bruh, the plot is so good, it tied together so well, like all these like super great plot points happened and you liked that, then you will like this book, okay? It was definitely like, there was definitely like a mystery, an overarching like story that like you had to figure out the whole time. And then of course in the end there wasn't necessarily a cliffhanger, but like it's like The Cruel Prince where like in the end something happens and you're like, what's gonna happen next? I feel like you will like this book. It definitely is, though, more of a mystery, and it does have like more of a descriptor of like the world. It's not a hard to digest adult fantasy though, because it's set in the real world. Like the kind of magical elements aren't that hard to follow, I found. Like I found it really like easy, but I can see if you're not interested in the magic, like if you're not interested in that part of it, then you're probably not gonna like this book. So I think like if you start it and you're like, ooh, this is interesting, like I want to know like what's happening, da 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 da, you'll probably like it. But if you start it and you're like, this magic system is weird, or like I don't like it, then you probably won't like it. That being said, I ended up rating it a 4.5 because I did want like a little more cherry on top, you know what I mean? Like I did want like a little more to really give it that 5-star. But 4.5, y'all, is a pretty damn good rating. And I truly was like howling. Like the last 50%, I was like howling. Also, I was rooting for what was happening. I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy. When y'all read it, you'll know what I'm saying. But I imagine it's honestly kind of like Ninth House. Not in like the vibe of the book, not in like the way that it's really, well, I mean, I guess it is past and present, but like not like that, but like it's more of like what I mean is Leigh Bardugo wrote this like YA fantasy series, right? And then she said, I'm gonna do something different and I'm gonna do that in an adult sense. Like that's how I feel like this book is. Like it's not really anything like her other stuff. So don't go in thinking like, oh, because it's Holly Black, I'm gonna like it, unless you truly do like Holly Black's writing style, which would be like a really interesting plot that like comes together in the end. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why I really liked it, because, you know, the whole pull with the Cruel Prince trilogy is like, I really like the writing style. Like I like what she does. She's a smart lady. Yeah. Anyway, so this was just a really good book. I really liked it. I'm so interested to just see where it goes, and it makes me really excited to read like other books by Holly Black, because now it's official. Like I like The Cruel Prince. I like this book. I mean, I feel like her whole entire backlist is just going to be a playground for me. I'm just going to have a good time. So I need to get on it immediately, but I will say 4.5 stars. I had a good time. But definitely take what I said into consideration before you pick up the book. Because, like, really, truly, if you're not into that life, like, if you're not into the HB life, don't pick up the book. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I really love the main character. I was like, you're so smart. It's like Jude, really. Like, the whole reason why I like Jude. She's just too smart for me. I'm like, damn. You're so smart. So, anyway, that's the tea. That's what's up. That's what I thought. I hope you guys love it, honestly. But if you don't, it's okay too, because I get it. The Cruel Prince, Holly Black, they're not for everybody. It's okay. But yeah, so that's it. That's the end of this Netgalley vlog. So yeah, I mean, really, what else can I say other than if you like this video, give it a like for us, a comment down below if you're interested in any of these books or you've read any of these books already. I had a really good Netgalley month. I don't know how Monique's went, but hopefully it went well. Subscribe if you want to support me and Monique on this channel, and turn on that notification bell if you don't want to miss another video from us. And until our next one, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.